Hey y'all, welcome to Lisa in Plans on Land. If you are new here, I am your hostess Lisa, and today I have a plan with me for the week of February 28th through March 6th. Now this is the week that my daughter had her baby, so we are going to be using this kit right here from Scribble Prints Co. So if you're interested in hearing how my week went this week, then stay tuned and let's get started. Alrighty, y'all, we are just going to go ahead and get started by putting down the base of the kit. And y'all, I tried to do the base of the spread, or when I edit, I try to do it as fast and as quickly as I possibly can. I try to shorten it up for y'all so it won't be too long. But if you guys have a problem with the speed or me shortening it up, or if it's too long, please leave a comment in the comment section down below and I will try to, make some changes. But this week, y'all, I did a very basic Scribble Prints Co. type of spread. There are no florals involved. There's no fancy layering involved. Just a back to the basics spread that we used to do back in the day when I first started planning. And as you guys can see, I brought those date covers down low, y'all, because Scribble Prints Co. always has some very cute but very large deco, and I wanted to go ahead and put the deco up there without having to cut it or any of that good stuff. So that is how we are going to be starting this spread.
I was never the one to write up a song for just anyone. I was always the one to find myself lost in old conversations. Cause I've always been told that things will unfold if you keep on waiting. But then you came along and proved me all wrong. I was so mistaken. Cause you glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. And I feel so free, oh my sweet baby. I was never the one to give up the ghost. No, I was so stuck. I kept on playing my part, wanting to give up cause nothing was changing. But with you it's so clear, and now that you're here I see colors in every spectrum. Guess I finally learned my lesson. Cause you glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. And I feel so free, oh my sweet baby. To myself, and I'm thinking out loud, we won't need nothing else for the rest of our time. And I know it so well, I will always be by your side. Cause you glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever.
Alrighty, y'all, now that we have the base of the spread put down, we are going to go ahead and talk about how the week went. Now, my daughter was scheduled for an induction on Monday at 8 o'clock. So I wanted to go ahead and get started with some errands that I needed to do. So I ended up going to Target. I went to Hobby Lobby. I just did all of my errands that morning. And then I came on home and, did some chores and things like that. And around, I think about 5 or 6 o'clock, we ended up going to dinner at Cheddar's because my daughter, they had told her that once she made it to the hospital and, after she got the epidural, she wouldn't be able to eat. So she needed to eat something before she got there. So after we had dinner, y'all, it was pretty much time for us to go ahead and head on to the hospital. So once we got to the hospital, they went ahead and prepared my daughter, and they gave her some kind of medicines to go ahead and get the labor started. So after they did that, they pretty much told us that we could, well, one of us could go home, me or KJ. And so I was like, you know what? KJ lives in Baton Rouge, y'all. He is a coach for a college basketball team, a women's basketball team up there. So he does live in Baton Rouge. So I was like, you know what? I'll just go ahead and go home and just let you guys, have some time to yourselves. So I did that. And then on Tuesday, I got up early. I fixed my mister some breakfast. And then I headed on back to the hospital. And by that time, because my daughter had not progressed, they had given her some kind of balloon catheter to kind of open up her cervix, her uterus, because she wasn't, opening, or she wasn't, dilating or anything. So they wanted to try that to see if that was going to work. And y'all, she was in so much pain. Oh my God, she was in so much pain, and they wouldn't give her the epidural because they said it was just too early. So once she felt better after that, they, she hadn't dilated any. So I came on back home and, went to bed and everything because I was pretty much tired from, being at the hospital all day. So on Wednesday, I got up, went back to the hospital. When I got there, her doctor came in a few minutes later, and her doctor ended up breaking her water because she still hadn't dilated, y'all. So, well, she was at a 5, so she did dilate a little bit. She stayed at a 5 for a long time, y'all. So they went ahead and, like I said, broke her water. And I asked the nurse, I was like, well, how long do you think this is going to take? When do you think she's going to have the baby? And the nurse was like, well, I really can't, give you a definite answer. But she said, in my opinion, I think she's going to have the baby around 9:30. So I was like, okay, I'm going to go home because I had, some things that I needed to do. So I ended up coming home, and I ended up, doing some laundry. I went to Goodwill, donated some stuff. I put away my Valentine's Day decorations. And, by that time it was around 5 or 6ish, not 6ish, 6ish. Then I went on back to the hospital, and she still, hadn't dilated too much. So I ended up, taking a nap. And I heard my daughter, y'all, around 9:20 or so. I heard her calling the nurses because she was like, something doesn't feel right. I feel a lot of pressure. So I jumped up, y'all, because I knew it was about to happen. So sure enough, y'all, around 9:30, she was a 10, and she was going into labor. So she ended up pushing for about 2.5 hours, y'all. She was so tired, and the epidural was wearing off, and she was in so much pain, and she didn't think she was going to be able to do it, y'all. So they had to come back in, give her some more epidural. And the baby, his head, he was kind of laying to the side, so that was the reason why he just wasn't coming out, y'all. And eventually the doctor came in and was kind of helping him, come out, because he was not coming out. His little head was turning, and he said, I'm not gonna do it. But the doctor ended up helping him, and he was born, y'all, around 11:52 p.m., which was so excited because he was born on 3/2/22. And that's what they wanted. They did not want the 3 22. They wanted the 3/2/22. Oh my God, y'all, that is a tongue twister. Anywho, y'all, I took pictures on Thursday. KJ ended up having to go back, so I ended up staying on Thursday and we took pictures and all of that good stuff, and just kind of, they were keeping an eye on the baby because they didn't want him to get jaundice, because his little head shape, when he came out, his little head was shaped like a cone, because they said his little head was big, y'all, so he had to form it like a cone so he could come on out. So when his little head was shaped like that, they have to check him for jaundice and all of that good stuff. So we ended up going home on Friday, and then we had to take him back to the hospital on Sunday so that they can check the jaundice level, because like I said, they just didn't want him to get jaundice. Anyhow, y'all, that was my week. Alrighty, y'all, here are the leftovers from today's sticker kit, and here is a final look at today's spread. So cute. I hope you guys enjoyed hearing how my week went this week, and as always, I hope you guys are having a great day and or a great week whenever you are viewing this video right here, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye, y'all.
If you keep on waiting, but then you came along and proved me all wrong. I was so mistaken, 'cause you glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever, and I feel so free, oh my sweet baby. I was never the one to give up the ghost. No, I was so stuck. I kept on playing my part, wanted to give up 'cause nothing was changing. But